Well, hopefully the storms didn't cause you to lose too much sleep. We are beginning with a live look this morning. Yes, okay, so it looks like we've got Chris Sadeghi on the roads. This is in Arlington, where we saw that the storm was moving across right now. Quite a bit of lightning. Yeah, absolutely. So if you are just waking up, the potential for severe weather is here in North Texas. Thanks for being with us. I'm Kara Sewell.
And I'm Marquez Took, and we will get to our team stationed across our viewing area in just a moment. But we want to make sure you are ready for this morning as you get set to head out the door today. Maybe get the kids ready for school. Let's check in with our meteorologist, Greg Fields. Let's talk timeline, Greg, for when people might be seeing some of these storms move across our area.
And between now and 7 a.m., it looks like the best time frame, and we'll show you that here coming up in just a bit. But look behind me here from the Dallas Baptist University Tower Cam out at DBU. You can see the frequent lightning strikes we're seeing with these storms. A very warm, humid 77 degrees out at DBU. But yes, no severe thunderstorm warnings right now. No active warnings in effect. That could likely change here over the next hour or so, as this line develops. But you see the frequent lightning that we are seeing with these storms. So let's go to radar. Let you see what's happening right now. You can see this area of storms moving into Dallas County now, moving out of Tarrant County, but still around Grand Prairie, Arlington, back toward Mansfield. We did get some reports of some pea-sized hail, so the hail has been small, frequent lightning, maybe some gusty winds, but right now everything is below severe limits with these storms as they begin to work their way across the Metroplex here this morning. And this is all along that cold front we've been talking about. We told you all about that yesterday. We'll kind of zoom in on that area from Mansfield, just west of Cedar Hill, about to move over Joe Pool Lake right now with those that cluster of thunderstorms there. The lightning strikes up along I-20, and that goes up to I-30 around Grand Prairie, moving into Dallas here right now. So that's the strongest cell or core of storms that we do have across the area right now. We'll zoom out a little bit more, but everything's starting to line up along that front. So we are going to have a long line of storms marching right through the Metroplex on into our eastern counties a little bit later this morning. So again, that timing with this is expected to be between now and 5 a.m. in the Metroplex areas just east of there. After that, I do think as we head towards 7 a.m. and toward the end of the morning rush, that pushes on into our eastern counties. And as we look at our timecast, it kind of plays that out, and you see what's going to be happening as the front begins to work its way through. We'll see a few more thunderstorms blossoming along the front with that severe weather threat continuing. Again, no active warnings right now, but we'll be watching that, and that could be changing here before long. And that works its way east as we head towards 6 o'clock. You see around 7 a.m. or so, that works its way getting into our eastern, southeastern counties. Heading down I-45, I still think you'll be looking at some rain and thunderstorms in your area. That severe weather threat will continue in those areas too as we head toward 8, 9 o'clock, but a little bit later in the morning as we head toward midday, things should begin to settle down, and we'll have some breezy, much cooler air moving in behind the front here a little bit later this morning. So here are our storm concerns here this morning. The main threat looks like it will be damaging winds, large hail, frequent lightning, of course. Tornado threat not zero. It's going to be on the lower end, but something else we'll be watching along this line with those spin-ups that we could see along the leading edge of this line of storms as it works its way through the Metroplex here for us here this morning. Flooding not going to be as big a concern. This will be a fast moving system, but still, if you have to be out on the roads, I would wait until this line moves on through. But some of those flood prone areas around those construction zones likely going to see some ponding of water, so you'll need to take your time if you do have to get out. But again, I would advise just kind of wait till this line of storms moves on through. Now, that severe weather threat we just talked about for us here this morning shifts a little farther east as we head later into today. So still going to be looking at that marginal risk a little bit later this morning, that slight risk on into the Ark-La-Tex region, our southeastern counties, and getting into East Texas a little bit later today. So we're still talking about damaging winds, the hail, and the isolated tornado threat in those areas a little later today. But all that shifts east by late morning for us, and most of North Texas will be in the clear, it looks like, a little bit later in the morning. So there's the front working its way through. Look on the back side of that. Those upper 50s now in Bowie at 59, 69 heading out to Decatur, and we'll still see some mid-upper 70s, very soupy. But as that front begins to move in, we will quickly see those temperatures falling, those northwest winds, and as those temperatures drop across the area, that drier air will begin to filter in, and we're going to be talking about a fire danger a little bit later this afternoon for areas west, especially west of I-35W a little bit later today. So here's a look at your day planner. The widespread rain and thunderstorms with that line we just talked about working its way through, but we'll drop that coverage to only about 20% around 7 a.m. over most of the Metroplex areas east. We'll still see some thunderstorms here through the morning rush. And then as we head into the afternoon, partly sunny skies, looking at those temperatures in the low 70s a little bit later on.